Alright, good morning everyone. So today we are moving from the arms down towards kind of like the torso area. So typically when I wake up in the morning in bed, I will actually kind of like sit in this position. Doesn't have to be exactly this position now, so it doesn't have to be like your legs crossed like that. You know, it can be crossed like that. Whichever is comfortable for you, right? Or it could be crossed the other way as well. Doesn't really matter in that sense. I'm not particular, neither should you, because it's first thing in the morning. You shouldn't be thinking too much yet, but really just allowing the mind and the body to like kind of like just wake up. Right, so when we talk about the torso, there isn't a lot that I actually do with this, but really just making sure that my spine kind of like is also taken care of. So once I'm done with the hands and stretching, already starting to go from the upper spine area or the back, and then moving down into the lower back area. So I do what I call a torso twist. Okay, and again, this might not be unfamiliar to most of us. It's something that perhaps we have done before. Really, it is just using it as part of a morning routine, right? So if you've done this before, then you know it's easier. Right? So what I do is I actually place my right hand onto my kind of like my left knee, and then with my left hand going towards the back, I actually just twist my body. So depending on your comfort level as well, right? So it could be, you could twist and face the side. And then coming back to neutral. Just releasing both your hands and then just placing them by your side. And then now the left hand on the right knee and the right hand to the back. And then just twist to the side. So it can be just like this 90 degrees angle for now. Again, your comfort, right? So some of us might be a bit more tense at the back. This is also sufficient. You can turn this way, it's also sufficient. Right? But don't overstretch in the first time that you do it. Okay? And then back to neutral. So as with all the other exercises, this one as well, come back to neutral as much as you can each time you twist. So with the second round, I will place same thing. And really the hand at the back is to kind of like support us and to prop us up, right? And then I try and twist a little bit more so that I can kind of like look behind me if I can. And then gently release. Coming back to neutral. And then same thing for this side, and the hand, remember to bring it to the back, as much to the back as possible, and then turn, and if you can, go all the way towards the back, if you can, right? You don't have to if you can't. And then back to neutral. So none of these stretches, like you must do it like that. It's really your own sensing of how your body feels and what is comfortable for you, what makes sense for you at that point in time, right? So that's the torso stretch, and I don't do very much with the torso except that if I find that when I do that I sense perhaps a bit more tension or a bit more fatigue on the lower back, then I kind of like do the next thing, right? And it's only if you feel it that way. So the next thing I do is really being able to come down this way and just lean forward like that. That kind of helps to stretch a bit more of the middle to the lower back. And just noticing the sensations that might be there. So if you don't want to do something like that, the other possible option, right, is so that you don't have to move too much, right? Really, sometimes in the morning just too lazy or too tired, that if you're already in this position, you don't want to shift around too much, then what you can do is in this position, if you feel perhaps you want to stretch your back a little bit more, it's really just in this position, whichever, like that or like that also can, to just lean forward. And just by leaning forward like that, you kind of like can feel the stretch in the body. For myself, what I do is if I do this, and then I come back to neutral, I will then swap legs also. Right, so kind of like help my body to balance out, right? Not just with one leg always on the top or always on the bottom, but to balance out. What this does is also it kind of like helps with the buttock areas as well, to kind of like stretch it out. So depending on how I might be feeling that day or that morning, I might do this. So again, it's not a hard and fast rule. And when I do this, sometimes I try and lower as much as I can, or I'm just like neutral this way. Right, and then coming back up. So that's pretty much what I do for like the lower back, at least for the front. I will show a variation of it in another video of how you might want to stretch your back, but that will be in like a lying down position. So not today, perhaps that I will show you this, but really just in this sitting up position or even like just leaning forward position. Alright, so thank you for watching the video so far. Hopefully it has been helping you. Tomorrow session we will actually start moving down from here, perhaps down towards the legs, right, and to stretch the legs. Alright, so see you tomorrow.